How are you, bro?
I'm good.
Dude, can you believe if you really bag it, time flies, right? There's going to be one more season till it's cold again.
Low key, it's kind of cold today. Like I dress like fall vibes today.
Really?
It's all breezy and it just feels nice out. I was low key dreading the hot weather, but I haven't really felt it yet, so I'm not complaining.
I have a question for you. Do you think karma is like a Indian thing, right? Like Hindu?
I think that's where it derived from. I like kind of like that, but I think I don't know. Do you think it's a Buddhist thing too?
Well, I like the idea is like, I'm not Hinduism, but like I do believe, in a simpler term, what goes around comes around.
I think you could pass as Hindu.
Fuck, you think? No, but like, do you believe in the concept of it? Like, as a believer in Jesus, I believe that good deeds will like eventually
in a way
return.
that's like a form of karma.
Really?
So I kind of, in that sense, I do, because I kind of lean toward like what you believe in too. But if you think about it, it's pretty similar. It's like the same thing. It's just coming from a different place or person or God.
Really?
Like other people could believe solely in karma and all of that, but we believe in God. But it's the same thing.
Yeah. I would say I believe in
like same outcome happens to good people and bad people, right?
Yeah, but that's just the word for it, That's just a simple word, But dude, it's crazy how like shit comes around, You ever had good karma or like good energy come back to you?
Yeah. Yeah, this will sound kind of stupid, and some people may not believe me when I say this, but the other day, I actually, there's homeless people around, like, especially in California, but the other day, I don't know, there was this one homeless person on the corner of the street, and for some reason, I felt compelled to give that one money.
What the fuck?
See, those who know me well know that I do not like to do that, because I do believe, unfortunately, that a majority of people out there that are in that situation got there by just being stupid. Drugs, gambling, things like that, which is
Hookers.
why, or, they're just trying to get money for alcohol and bad stuff, and that's why I don't do it. And some of them are young people too, and in that case, I just think you're lazy. But this was like an old woman, It's just like, I don't know. Something.
Was she Russian like a babushka?
No, I think she was like Indian, but like really old. Or maybe like Native American, like that kind of Indian. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But I was at a red light, and this was in Elk Grove, kind of like close to where I work. And I just felt like I should have. I don't know. It was weird. And I did have like some cash I had in my glove box that I never touch. I keep that just in case for tolls. But tolls are not, they're automated now, so you don't give the cash out anymore. So I just gave it to her. It was like $10, like a $5 bill and some ones. But maybe not even like 2 days after that, I sold like 4 houses in one day after that.
Do you think that's your wake up sign to like be a little mellow and nice?
I mean,
I see the cocoons of like chillness like coming out of you.
Like lately over time?
Yeah, because you used to look like a bitch.
I still give off that energy when you first meet me, though. I just have that RBF real bad. But I'm trying. I'm trying to be more like approachable, I guess. But I don't know, that one time, not to say that I'm only going to do it when I feel like I'm going to get rewarded or something, but I'm just saying that did happen.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Dude, what you told me earlier, some bad karma, bro. I was just thinking of that. Not naming names. There was a little drama, you feel me?
A while ago.
Yeah, that person wasn't for the boyfriend, that was for the squad, you feel me?
Yeah.
And then next thing you know,
she got around.
Mm-hmm. and let's just say there's a little life. But you know, a little like new life.
Karma hit her. It just took a couple years.
Do you think that's karma?
Was it a year or 2
ago?
Yeah,
that was 2.5.
2.5. Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
Yeah, but that's the gist of it. Some toxic people got banged up. I was actually talking to you in the car about this. When you're 23 and up, that shit that the comedians say online, like, oh, this chick was knocked up, it's not an exaggeration anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's actually funny how random stories aren't, you know, you can see them being real.
Yeah. And another thing, I just thought of this other experience I had with like karma and stuff.
Yeah.
I do really believe it the more I think about it. Back when I was really little, maybe 8 or 9, I went to this ice cream shop with my mom.
Yeah.
And this guy working there was like probably, I don't know, obviously old enough to work, maybe like 20. But he had horrible acne.
Ooh.
And my dumbass, I was like, Mom, look. He has all those pimples on his face. He looks like his face is hella red because of his pimples. And my mom was like, Kyle, stop. That's not nice. Here's where the karma kicked in for me. Years later, I had horrible acne for the longest time. And to this very day, I believe that I have bad acne because I made fun of that one dude over a decade ago. Literally, that was 20 years ago.
Damn.
Well, almost 20 years ago. I'm 27 and I was like 8 when that happened.
Age drop. Yeah, for me, I think I had bad karma. Were you a skinny or a chubby kid?
Always skinny.
I was a fat kid growing up, like from 7 to 11. Shout out India. And I was in this buffet.
Chubby Hindu.
Yeah. Shout out Khadija. Shout out Khadija. Yeah, so I was in this buffet, right? And then I saw this African Americano. He was like, Mom, look, that guy got like 6 slices of pizza in one plate. In the buffet. And then his mom was sitting next to him, like, they're like, he's fat. I was like, damn. Yeah, and I ended up being like that. And yeah, like karma is such a weird thing because I don't believe in the term. I believe in the concept of karma, but I don't believe in the term since I believe in God, you know. But that's definitely, you know, what goes around comes around type of energy.
In a sense, he invented karma, but he takes care of it.
Who?
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't create the term, just
not the term, but the concept.
Yeah. Do you think karma has hit you in like a realization type of way? Like not in relationships. I definitely know I have red flags as a person. Like yeah. For me, I like to keep it real. Sometimes that realness can be misinterpreted. You know, I think I need to like shut the fuck up sometimes. You know, I like my mouth. You know, like my code name is Mouth. I feel like I am a very vocal person. My intrusive thoughts beat me up. I feel like if you Googled intrusive thoughts,
this must be like confession hour or something.
Yeah, if you Googled intrusive thoughts, it's just a picture of me on Google doing a thumbs up or something. You know? Have you ever got any realizations? I mean, I have a question. How do you be real without being a dick?
Well,
or is that your problem too? I don't know. You tell me.
Well, that depends. If I'm being a dick, honestly, it's usually intentional. Mm-hmm. I don't think I'm like that very often. Am I?
To me, no.
Okay. Well, I'm not. I'm not.
And like, if you're a dick, to me, it's like brotherly banter.
Right.
That's what.
But if I am a
type
dick,
shit.
it's to be a dick.
Yeah.
Which is rare. But the way I say things, like the way I can be real but without sounding like a dick, is I start talking about something stupid I did, and then I loop it in of how, like I loop it in how, where it relates to what I'm really trying to talk about. You know?
So roast yourself too?
Yeah, low-key roast myself or put myself out there. I think that's a
humbling experience.
Before I just blast the person.
Really?
So that way they feel like, oh, it's constructive.
So you said roast yourself, then do it?
Yeah.
Oh, you could be like,
that way,
you're a fucking dumbass. No, by the way, I am too.
Psychologically, that way they feel like, oh, he's kind of being an asshole, but he also kind of related to me. Like we're in the same spot. Really? So it's okay. So that's just my technique.
Yeah, being a dick is do you think we're dicks?
I don't think I am. Are you? Maybe you are.
I don't know.
Not to me, but look, we're all bad guys in someone's story.
That's true.
There's a particular few people right now where I'm the devil or like the bad guy in their story, and you know what? You just gotta learn to keep going, and you just gotta learn not to care, because if you do, it's just gonna consume you.
Yeah, there are multiple perspectives to a conflict. That's the title of this episode. I'm gonna put it on.
Every story has a side, has different sides to it.
Why would you be a bad guy?
I mean, I think I begin to be a bad guy to people when my values or and their values start to shift.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm growing as a person faster or slower than them. Mm-hmm. And it's just not, the energy just may not be there anymore.
Yeah.
So that creates tension and frustration. And you don't really realize that's what's happening until you have some time to actually like sit back and think like, oh, that's why it was happening. So
it takes you like a week to realize it?
I don't know. It just depends on the thing, I guess.
Dude, my red flag is I know I am, and I still do it. Like, I got a loud mouth sometimes. I think that's like, if I die and I go to an autopsy, the doctor's going to be like, this man got a mouth. I got strong masseter jaws. The fuck? I got a strong masseter. But yeah, there's always multiple sides of an argument. I definitely, I know what, I think I know I talked some smack before.
But here's one thing I'd like to add to that. There are always two sides to an argument, but for there to be an argument, don't both people actually need to talk?
You're right.
Sometimes it's just an assumption.
That's true.
That's what most people deal with. They're all assumptions. They're all thoughts. They're all stories or, accusations. They're not, yeah, they're like listening to everyone else. They're looking around, but they're not actually focusing on the thing or the person or what they're actually having a problem with. Mm-hmm. They're looking and listening everywhere else.
Yeah.
So how can you even fix something if you're not actually trying to fix what's broken? You're going everywhere else. And
something might not even be broken.
Exactly, because it's all thoughts and you're not talking it out. So how do you know?
Do you think that's one of the upsides of being a dude?
I do think, not to be sexist, but I do think girls have a bigger issue like this amongst themselves, like girls with their girlfriends, than guys do. I think guys are more chill, kind of.
Yeah.
And we just don't, a majority of us don't really, I mean, if there's a problem, we just go like, hey, what's going on? Yeah. Or they just make jokes about it. And that's kind of how we communicate through it.
Yeah, guys don't like being soft, especially with other guys. But, if you see another guy cry and all, they're close to you. Feel me?
Yeah. And usually it's like an A grade problem, you know, if they're crying, like financial or their wife cheating on them or something, you know?
Yeah, that would suck. But like, would you ever would you beef over a girl?
Maybe back in the day, I think we all would have at one point, but now, absolutely not. Like, to beef over a girl, she has to be entertaining it to some extent. And if she's entertaining it to some extent, why would you want to have her like anyway?
Yeah, to go on your point, I think that the group
just
dynamic,
let the hoe go, you know?
Yeah, let it go. But like, if the person goes and the group dynamic is still weird, I gotta like point some like, I gotta give the, you know, people the pointers or like what's going on, guys?
Oh, so you're saying like if something like that happened, but it ruined like a group dynamic?
Yeah, I wouldn't let it ruin a group dynamic because, you know, if you're irrelevant before, then you better be irrelevant after, you know. But yeah.
So if you're going to peace out, you better like actually peace out.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but like, you know, don't beef over a girl, man. We've experienced that. Not really, but we did look at it, you know. We're sippers, bro. we just look with the binoculars.
Not really involved, but you know.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I have a thing. You know how like we talked about Balenciaga?
Oh, that felt like a while ago.
Shout out to our
you know, I started seeing people buy it again. Shout
out to you guys.
Shout out to you demonic lovers.
You know what? Do you cancel? There are some crazy people who'd cancel over clothing, though.
I wouldn't cancel a person, but it definitely would affect my like opinion of you, especially if I just met you. Like that's my first impression of you.
Dude, you know? I have a crazy theory to tell you. Like it's all over TikTok. I think shout out Jumpers Jump. You guys are my favorite. They talked about it. Some of my clothing people that I follow talked about it. So apparently there was this black dude named Isaiah. It's either Isaiah or Isaac. And then like, you know how like capable Balenciaga is with their like branding and marketing. I think he was beefing over a jacket because like Balenciaga allegedly stole his design. Right? Really? And then next thing you know, that guy named Isaac is missing.
Oh, hell no.
And you know what happened after?
What?
I think it's in New York. I might be wrong, YouTube, Spotify, but it's in a store. It's in a Balenciaga kiosk in some fashion square. And there's this model that looks like him. And people's theory is that they used his dead body to be the fucking mannequin. I'll actually show you the video right now, bruh.
Like, can I see what he looked like and then the model?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the guy who beefed with Balenciaga, right? I'm gonna show you guys a clip as well. But this shit is crazy. Balenciaga's actually fucking crazy. Like
this, he's in Paris.
It's gonna be a 3-minute video, so hopefully you guys see it as well. Props to Say It Ain't So, because you are the clip I'm referring it to as.
Tell me something. So this is a store in Paris.
That does look like it.
I know.
This is a man's store in Paris. And this is a mannequin.
His eyes look
that
creepy.
They say that they made this shit and put this in the store. This boy look like somebody dead on bomb. Look at his hand.
Somebody dead on bomb.
Look at the boy hands.
Dude, he got kidnapped and killed by the Balenciaga demons.
His hands.
Look at his hands, bro.
His hands is as
that
real
looks real.
as mine.
It's like
this is friggin' serious. I swear. If anybody have this guy missing,
That's the missing dude.
Yeah. And they never found
If
him.
anybody have this guy
No,
missing,
I think that's
please.
him, bro.
Oh, man.
This is crazy. I've
at him,
never
bro.
seen anybody look so friggin' real. How you have this man in the store sit down? Look.
Why didn't they go in the store to touch him?
Look at that shit.
He's not boxed up.
That's true, but like, dude, I also saw some pictures on the internet. I think this guy with a phone fucking lifted his dreads up, right? His fade looks real as fuck, and the texture looks like it's not plastic either. You know?
Balenciaga is something else. I couldn't wear it.
Dude, I almost thought it was like, cause like, you know how you said they're wearing it again? I was like, huh, is Balenciaga redeemed? Like, then, boom, they fucking dropped the missing YouTuber or influencer guy.
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy, bro. Like, the fact that it's just a theory, but the fact that they used the mold of his body and he's missing at the same time,
That's scary.
you know? Like, how far are you gonna go? You know, not even Balenciaga. I think that shit's like pure evil.
Or do you think, let's assume that they're innocent and they heard that he was missing. And maybe they wanted to make him as a model in honor of him, since they maybe stole that idea from him, that jacket from him. You think that's like another way to look at it?
Yeah,
That's a positive way to spin it if they didn't commit the crime.
ooh. Hey, that's a new take. I actually like that one.
I still wouldn't wear it though.
Yeah, but if they did, man,
Part of me is just an innocent guy still that just wants to believe everyone's doing good and stuff. When I know it's not the reality, but
did you see his eyes though?
they look pretty real.
Yeah, it was fucking.
You know how some dead bodies sometimes they still twitch and stuff?
Yeah.
What if he did that? What if it twitched?
Fuck, bro.
Can you imagine these people looking at it from the window and he just twitches or something, or his eye moves slightly, or his finger just moves?
Ooh, I could not do that. Have you ever been in a funeral home?
Actually, no.
You'd see some crazy shit in there, bro.
I've never been in a funeral home.
When my grandma died, obviously it's a depressing place, and I expect it to be sad, right? But it was it was dark, cold. It smelled like cold old people.
Like a church.
Yeah, but there's some ghost hunters who go there. You see some reeky shit there, bruh. And then yeah, just dead bodies. It's not for me. You think that, you'd be happy to send them off in a proper way, but even fucking then I wouldn't. Strangely, that's a really good paying job in China.
In China?
Mm-hmm. Would you do that for the money? Dude, I think that handling dead bodies is one of the it's really lucrative.
I have a cousin through marriage. Where she doesn't do this anymore, but her job was kind of like that.
Yeah.
She would cut out the eyes of dead people and send them off to be harvested for people who need an eye transplant. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh, organ donating?
But an eye.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
That was her job, and she loved it. She got paid well, and she genuinely enjoyed it. It's just weird hearing someone say, I genuinely enjoy cutting out dead people's eyeballs.
Damn.
I mean, I guess it's quiet in there and no one's micromanaging you.
Would you do it? Because you're all sorts of brave.
It doesn't seem appealing though. Personally, I'd like to enjoy what I do. Otherwise, you're just, every day kind of time warps and you forget, who you are. That's just not me. I don't think I'd like to cut into dead people all the time. Plus, I feel like I would like feel their presence, you know, like the spirits and stuff.
Yeah. Dude, actually about dead people. Before I moved to California, my parents worked in South Carolina. There was actually like when they were a rookie nurse, right? They had to do everything in the hospital, and then like they had to do the morgue responsibilities. My dad would occasionally tell me that the door shut by itself.
Yeah.
Like,
I believe that. I also know that my great-grandparents on my dad's side owned a morgue.
is that a good investment?
I mean,
financially, people die all the time, but
it's not in the family anymore, so I don't know.
It's bad for the soul type beat.
I know, and like a lot of those places, like the bottom part is the business, and then they live like on the top part. Can you imagine living?
Oh, did you watch Wizardly of Waverly Place? It's like instead of a sub shop, it's a fucking cemetery, bro.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a strange thought. I don't think I'd be able to live like that.
Yeah.
You have to be a different kind of brave for that.
I think you are.
But
you talk your shit, bro.
It's not what I want, though. Yeah, you're right. I probably could do it, but it's not what I want. And aesthetically, I'm a pretty aesthetic person. Like, I don't want my house. That's not... I don't... There's nothing aesthetic about that.
Yeah. That being said, in one of the podcasts, Yvonne said he wanted to explore. You'd be up for it, right?
What?
Just explore at night. It's I think we wanted to do an abandoned house or an insane asylum.
Our friend Yvonne's always trying to look for trouble, but sure.
We love you though. That's what he said, bro.
I'll tag along.
That's what he said. But dude, I remember in Ralph's story, I think he saw a pentagram in a basement or something in that asylum.
Oh, like that witchy thing?
Yeah. Why do asylums, bro, like have like just demonic stuff, you know?
No. I don't know. People have too much time on their hands.
Really? Do you think the personality of a person can like shape, you know, have an aura on the house?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. Like, you know, if you go into a house where you immediately feel happy, like, oh, this is a happy house. It's probably a house that had like a lot of parties, a lot of gatherings, a lot of like holiday dinners and stuff like that. But then you'll go inside this other house where it feels sad because it's like probably this old person who was sick all the time lived there alone. I don't know. Just has a vibe.
I have a theory. Like, this might sound complete bullshit, but to add on to what you said, what if the spirit of a human being isn't just one spirit? Like we're one ghost, but multiple pieces.
Ooh, this kind of goes into something I wanted to bring up anyway. That's an interesting way to put it. I do think that we are one
ghost or spirit
or soul, though. But my question to you is, or to everyone is, do we ever truly die?
I mean, I guess you can die physically, but like...
It's like, what is it? No one can really say what it really is like. Isn't that trippy, though?
Yeah.
Or like this one guy on TikTok that I like, and I'm sorry I forget his name. He would always say something like, isn't that concerning?
Oh, yeah, that Indian guy, bro. He's funny. Yeah.
But no, really, isn't that concerning? I'm surprised people don't make it as big of a deal as it should be. Like, that's the biggest unknown yet. We're all going to come across it. Or not. Do we just die and then wake up somewhere else and it's like it never happened?
Ooh, that's a scary thought, man. Like, we obviously talk about the lives we want, and when it's all over, I just don't want to be in, like, you know, the scary thought is like, imagine all of us right here, right? But let's say a fucking a koala scratched us and we just died. And then bam, we're just all in this room, in a white room. Like, even though that's not the depiction of hell, the concept of infinity and just that forever, it can drive me mad.
Or what if you just wake up somewhere else?
Yeah.
What if you just wake up in a bed in a different city, in a different house, with a different family? That's your life.
Is that reincarnation?
Maybe.
Damn.
I don't know. One day you just woke up and your parents are your parents.
Uh-huh.
That could happen again.
Fuck, bro.
We could die and it happens again. And again and again and again.
Yeah,
is it even on this planet? Could it be a different planet?
Isn't that what Mormons believe? You know
I don't know what Mormons believe.
But
I don't know. That could you can
trip
go down
you out.
Yeah.
I definitely believe in God in heaven though, but to the people who don't believe in stuff, that shit must be depressing, bro. Live a life worth I might not be Muslim, I'm Catholic, and he might be Christian, but having a life where you believe in something, that that counts.
Yeah, and I do think it's foolish to not think that we're more significant than most of us think we are. You're not going through all this for nothing.
Yeah. That being said, damn, bro.
I feel like we're all learning things for a reason. That brings me to another theory where before we started this life, maybe we had a conversation with someone, or it could have been God, for all we know. This is what I'd like to learn this time around.
Damn.
To become a better soul or something, or he tells you, or whoever you believe in, you didn't learn these things last time. So this is why I'm sending you back.
Damn.
Things like that makes me think.
That's fucking crazy.
Sometimes I lay awake at night worried, if it's really like that. Because I am grateful. I do have a pretty privileged life. But what if I have to live another life one day and it's not like that?
How often do you think like this?
Actually, pretty often to myself.
Really? So when you think like this, are you getting that house don't matter at the end of the day?
I'll have little moments like that, but at the end of the day, I'm still going to get the bag,
Yeah, but
because it's still the life I'm living right now. So that's what I'm going to be concerned about. And it's not like this is my sole belief, but I do question it sometimes. One day I could wake up in a different house that's not in as nice of a house. It's not in as nice of a country. It may not be as nice of a family. You don't know.
Yeah.
Which leads me to why I think I am becoming a little more chill. I'm just taking a step back. Is that
less red flaggy?
Well, I don't know. But what we have may not be forever. Everything's temporary. Things are really good right now. So you should enjoy it and stop being a dick, or stop giving off bitch energy,
or giving a fuck.
Yeah, and just enjoy what you got if what you got is good. Because one day you might wake up in a scenario that isn't so good.
Yeah, that's true.
You have now.
Yeah, our friend group, we really got it like that. We're just, we have food, we have a house, we have, 2 parents, and sometimes they didn't have parents, but they're back now. So, yeah, just be thankful. Oh, I don't know a lot about this stuff. Do you think we were in heaven before we were born?
Low key.
You think we're just, your turn, go in the world.
Yeah, something like that. I feel I do believe that something like that, it's your time to go down there and do this.
It's physically your turn.
Yeah, I do. And another thing I have is that we have family, or like soul ties and shit like that.
Yeah.
Up there. But we have no recollection of it right now.
Yeah, that's crazy,
Imagine
man.
when you die, if we're correct about all this, when you die, then you remember it. And then you go back up there and you're like, yo, this happened to me. And like down there, this is crazy. Like I learned this or I experienced this. And it's like telling them, it's like going on vacation. You're coming back to tell your friends and family about it.
Fuck.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? But I think
it makes me feel sad, bro.
Like this is just.
I feel sad, bro.
Think about it. It could be sad or it could be exciting the way you look at it. Think about it. Your life here could just be
your time,
a vacation, or like your time, or like your lesson, just to go. Like this is just a tiny bit, like a tiny experience compared to something so much bigger. Like your real home is somewhere else, and your real like
up
soul
there.
ties and like soul family is somewhere else up there.
Hey, but don't get me wrong. There's some people who don't make it back, and fucking worship the wrong person.
That's true too. They could get lost in it, and then they could like die and then go back up there and be like, wow, I really lost myself.
Yeah. But that's crazy, man.
What would be cool though is if you were up there with like your people or whatever and you get sent down to the same place at the same time.
Shit.
And then like when you guys go back up, you're like, yo, I didn't even know you were there. Like, you were there at the same time. I don't know. I could go down a whole like rabbit hole with all those theories when it comes to that stuff, because it's something we could truly say we really don't know.
Yeah. Like no matter how much
there's the Bible and there's sidekicks and there's all these different avenues you could take in to believe one way or another. But guys, don't be naive.
Yeah.
You really don't know until you die yourself.
And they can't relate because they're on the earth, bruh.
You could be so strict. Be like, no, the Bible says this. It is this way. And yes, I am Christian and I do lean toward that. But I'm just saying, 100%, you do not know until you're dead.
Do you believe in the spiritual journey when someone's in a coma? Ooh. Like, I saw this YouTube video, right? I think he was a black guy. And then he had a coma for what reason? And then I think he was in hell for a good amount of time. And then God saved him and he showed him around heaven.
Oh, I don't know. I never even thought of that. A coma's weird.
Yeah.
Like, they're just laying there, but they're going through a journey.
Yeah, they're like 90% dead.
And there are stories where like they say they lifted up from their body and they could see their body from below.
I think that's called astral projection. Yeah. Like the soul is looking at your body. Mm-hmm. Do you believe in that stuff? Like, if
a little bit.
Like, do you think comas can induce a trip to heaven or hell? Or do you think that's a vivid dream?
I really would like to believe that you're going somewhere.
Which you do. We're believers for a reason, bro. There's
like
more
in
to
a
like.
Coma, I do believe that they would go somewhere. The only thing with the coma is that you have to go back whenever
God says.
Yeah, like your body.
Like live again, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just crazy stuff. There was also another theory where like drug-induced Jesus sightings. I mean, do you call cap on that? Because you see a lot of shit, I bet, on some drugs, bro.
Or, get this, drugs and stuff are demonic things. It's a dark thing. Mm-hmm. So those Jesus sightings when you're high and on, negative substances, what if it's just a demonic thing making it look like it's Jesus?
So you think substances are like demon portals?
I do.
I actually made a pot. That's on my list, actually.
I do lean toward that. And yes, we all like to have fun sometimes, but at the end of the day, I think it is.
Like even one shot? Actually, not
like
one.
Alcohol specifically, I think,
Yeah.
I think like the word like kind of derives from that, like evil demonic stuff. I watched something on that. I just don't recall.
I believe you, man. A hall mean, bro. That sounds like some.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be something bad, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you really think about it, we really on demon time after those stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, you ever wake up and regret something after you do some stuff?
Absolutely. There's
Yeah.
a certain time in my life where I felt like that very, very frequently.
Yeah, for me, that demon's called Green Apple Smirnoff. Fuck, bro. And Jamie, bro. I said that before, but yeah, that's like the hose drink. Weed's the hose lettuce, bro. Which I don't do, but like before Libby, like it was just Green Apple Smirnoff that was always there in the back, bro. I swear that bottle's alive, just fucking chasing me around, wanting me to do something devious.
That look in your eye, you better.
Really, is Green Apple Smirnoff here, bro?
Oh.
Like if Gion's in the if G's in the move, best believe there's a Green Apple Smirnoff somewhere in the back,
no.
bro. That's a spirit, bro. But yeah, dude. Speaking on the, you said this in the car. You think since demons don't want us to go back up, do you think that's why there's gonna be lots of agenda?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I told you this, but I'm gonna tell you guys too. So basically, there's this new fashion line in Target with the agenda, like putting agenda on babies' clothing. I'll show you some. Yeah. At the end of the day, I try to be quiet about it.
Leave the kids alone. That's all I have to say. I already know where this is going. Like oh man, that's really irritating.
Yeah.
When you're an adult, I don't give a fuck whatever you want to believe, whatever you want to do, fine. But why do you don't have to shove things down like kids' throats? They don't know any better. They don't know who they are yet. Like let them find out on their own.
We're not trying to hate on a group. Like free will. You know?
Yeah, free will, but I don't feel like you should be shoving things down innocent lives that don't have the capacity to know who they are yet.
Yeah.
So don't make that decision for them, you know?
Extra crotch coverage. There's this one.
And just wait, let me see again. Just says Pride design for. I mean, there's nothing on the actual clothing though.
Oh no,
it's just the tag.
No, there's stuff on the clothing, bruh. We belong everywhere. Holy shit! I forgot, bruh. The designer of the Target Pride collection is also an occult follower, bro.
So you're telling me Target, one of my favorite stores, is like, oh hell nah.
Yeah, I'm putting this in the thing.
You guys will see it. I'm not gonna say it. Those two words are controversial.
He recently made a shirt that says Satan respects pronouns.
Are you fucking kidding me, guys?
I'm not capping, bro.
Dude, on a kid's clothing, and that's literally the devil right there. What the fuck? Target, shame on you. I really liked you more than Walmart, but now you're making me rethink it.
Dude,
this is crazy. What the fuck? And parents that want to put this shit on their kids, you shouldn't have kids. Like,
I don't think there's parents that there's a group of parents that don't want that.
I bet they're gonna get a lot of backlash though, because honestly, Target's main audience isn't for this stuff.
Yeah.
You know? So that's interesting.
yeah, this shit is crazy, man. There's also a pride one. Hey, what happened when a rainbow was just the rainbow, man?
Look, just leave the kids alone. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Leave the kids alone.
And power to you.
You do whatever. Everyone can, everyone has their free will, but kids really don't.
Yeah, bruh. They got to learn to have that free will, but, you know.
Pride, and honestly, the pride thing, okay. But the demonic thing, like, pride thing, I still don't think that should be shoved down kids' throats. But the demonic thing's on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
Satan respects pronouns.
That's crazy.
I mean, yeah, that's not really the vibe I'd want, but to each their own. There's actually a study where, like, there's this saying called, if you go woke, you go broke. After the some wokeness, I think Disney Plus lost about 4 million subscribers. I need your opinion on something. You guys might hate me, but it's an opinion. I don't know if this is a hot take, but it's my take. Andrew Tate is kind of valid. Like, he taught you not to be like a bitch boy.
I think he could be offensive to a lot of people, but I do agree with you. Like, if you take your feelings out of it, it is.
All I have to say is it's how he says it that can be mean, but still, man, I'd rather you be mean and real than, sugarcoaty. Yeah, and I don't think he's wrong a lot of the times. And yeah, I have to respect him. So if you guys don't follow me because of Andrew Tate, Sippin news, baby. Sippin news.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you. I mean, pretty.
Oh, what? Sorry, my dog came in. Like Kyle said, we're sipping news for a reason. Let's react to today's current events. What do you think today is going to entail?
Oh, boy.
Let's see what is happening in today, according to New York Times. Ukrainians were likely behind the Kremlin drone attack, United States officially says. Ukraine using drones for warfare? Do better. Don't do better, bro.
Who provided the drones?
I don't know.
Probably us, because we gave them all the money.
Wait, Ukrainians are the good guys. We roll with them, right?
We are funding everything.
Oh. Do you think Trump would have just
Hell
let us
no.
just stay in our bubble?
But
That's when you need to stay in a bubble.
Trump is a whole nother thing. I know everyone has their opinions, so we're not going to go down that rabbit hole today. But we're just saying, would you like your tax dollars in your pocket or in Ukraine? Pretty sure I know everyone's answer.
TikTok employees regularly posted user information on messaging and collaboration tools, according to internal documents. I had a feeling that TikTok was never really that safe, but fuck it, I still use it.
We still use it. Time warps when you're on there.
Do you think that we're ever gonna need to do another one like that Lemon 88 thing?
Eventually, but
Then you said it was booty.
it was booty. It's like a ghetto Instagram. If you guys know what Lemon 88 is, check it out. But you'll find it's just like Instagram, but a ghetto version. It's just missing all the things that you like about Instagram.
Texas government of power leaders clash over accusations of corruption and drunkenness. A drunk government sounds like Biden. I'm kidding. That's not.
Well, low key, yeah. But again, we're not going down that rabbit hole today.
It's not us, man. It's current events.
There was one thing that happened. This isn't like current, but it's current like within the last week or so, where everyone knows about Princess Diana and how she died in like a car accident because the paparazzi was following her. That's what caused that car accident, by the way.
Oh.
Okay. Prince Harry, her son, and Meghan Markle were also in a high-speed chase from paparazzi and almost got in a car accident just like that. But they made it out.
Damn.
I'm wondering if that was like planned, like to have the same thing happen to him, just like her.
I mean, but
you think it was premeditated? Because they say Princess Diana's accident was premeditated. That's what people say.
Dude, a lot of things can like happen in the hands of the things, like in a paparazzi, man. Like you're so distracted, then you see a guy like with a fucking.
But like it may come up from somewhere higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's calculated.
Yeah.
Paralyzed man can walk naturally again with brain and spine implants.
If you got money, you can do it.
In a new study, researchers describe a device that connects the intentions of a paralyzed patient into his physical movements. So it's like it's dead ass just strong willpower to like walk, you know? Dude, like for all you Asians right there, if you might have a penis implant, the 4 foot cocker.
What the hell?
How a cemetery became an anchor for the families of Uvalde victims. So basically, this family in the middle of the U.S. used a cemetery as a celebration ground. Halloween, Easter, Fields Day, Christmas, Santa, Ask on the Lap, you name it. All the holidays are on that field. Would you celebrate over dead bodies? It's kind of disrespectful, bro.
Really, that sounds like a sacrifice. I got one. 22-year-old man found in Folsom Lake near Rattlesnake Bar identified. Some Asian dude. So, for those of you that were just swimming around the lake like no one's business.
Dude. He was actually a Crunch employee.
This guy?
Yeah.
You know this guy?
Yvonne does too.
What the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
They just found him?
Yeah.
Did that I think I heard that, but I didn't think this was him.
Dude, yeah.
So they never found his body till now?
I guess so. Hey, condolences to the family.
Yes. That's horrible.
Like that dude, solid Crunch worker. He knows a lot of my friends. Young lad, bro. We hate to see a life go away due to nature.
22 though, you know, that sucks. That's I didn't know him personally, but still.
You're around.
I'm around people that knew him, so.
Okay.
Crazy.
U.S. default could permanently dent nation's credit rating.
How the fuck does that work?
I don't know, bro.
What is America's credit score then?
I don't know. I assume it's gonna be bad.
How can they give us credit scores when they can't even pay their own shit?
True. You know what, America? Make Sippin News rich, man. Put us in the algorithm. Florida school restricts access to Amanda Gorman's inauguration poem. I think this is an agenda poem. Dude, from what I know...
Like Target?
Yeah. From what I know, Florida's like to the books about it.
Yeah. They're definitely more like conservative. Okay,
I have a last question. That was the current events of today, and that's the news of Sippin News. Remember when I had teriyaki with you and Jerome, and I just put salad on his face, his hair? I put a sesame seed on his shoulder, bro.
Yes, I do.
Do you think TikTok needs an age?
Huh?
TikTok, there's a bill in Florida where they want people under 13 to not be on social media.
At all.
Yeah.
I think
that was on the TV.
I think that's great.
Dude. Yeah, Florida is crazy. Wouldn't you not? I thought you would deny it.
The only thing I could see problems arising and where they would have to make some exceptions is when you are talking about famous people or young people who become famous because they have to be on social media.
Yeah.
So how would that work? You know, there's all these other questions of like, how would this work? How would this work? How would this work? There would have to be a lot of exceptions because it can't be that simple.
Is it weird that I agree with half of it, but my mind is too advanced, or like the idea might be like, you know how TikTok's like usually 18 plus, or like the content. I think Florida should ban 13-year-olds from 18 plus content.
Yeah,
but leave them,
and maybe that's what they're.
Bro. Like, I want the kids to watch sports and Teletubbies, not necessarily Ham Smith. Mm-hmm. But yeah, do you have anything you want to share before we?
I think that's it. I had some other stuff, but I'm gonna
save it.
I'm gonna save it for next time because that could just
be an episode in itself.
So yeah.
Okay. Thanks for tuning in this episode of Sippin News. Spotify. Oh, comment, like, subscribe. And this is also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all other streaming platforms.
And remember, the woke go broke.
Yes, sir.
All right.
We get it, Kyle. Why are you laughing so much? Guys, did you hear that? And for you Spotify listeners, Kyle laughed.
We're out.
Okay. See y'all. That's a solid episode.